Jai Gurudev, everyone. I will speak in English because it's much easier for me. Firstly, I wish you all a blessed Ramanavami, the birthday of Lord Rama, which we all joyfully celebrate. Throughout the country, especially nowadays, Rama have taken a big emperor in Mauritius and in India also, due to the building of the new temple at the Janmabhoomi, the birthplace of Lord Rama. Wherever you can hear Jai Shri Ram. It's beautiful, actually, to hear that. Today I had a chance to speak with few people, few groups of Ram Mandari actually. And I asked them a few questions about Rama. We know about Rama, we know the story of Ram. I guess you know about it. Yes or no? How many of you doesn't know the story of Rama? You all know the story of Rama. If I ask you some question, you will be able to answer. Nobody's answering. You see, we celebrate the birth of Rama, but Sri Ram, it's more than we can understand. Ram, earlier, Guruji was saying Purushottam. No? Sri Ram is Purushottam, the most noble of all. Why? In the Ramcharitamanas it says that when you give your word, when you say something, you have to do it. Ram was such personality, whatever he said, he will do. But Ram, when we look at his life story, can we say it is a wonderful story of Ram? No. How many will say that Ram's story was joyful, was happy? He was not. That's why we put Madhya in front of Purushottam. Madhya means limited. Bhagwan would choose to descend in a limited form to teach humanity. Like we all are human. But within that frame of humanity, there is divinity hidden. How many come to the point of realizing Ram? We sing bhajan of Ram. No? We are praising Ram. But how many realize Ram? How many come to the point of understanding the deeper meaning of Ram Nam? The name Ram itself. In the Ramcharitamanas, Goswami Tulsidas said, put the name of Ram at the tip of your tongue. Why do you think he said that? He said it so that you may shine from inside and outside. Why do you see that all the great sages, saints, they said, find everything in the name of Ram? Because it's just a name, but we like very much because it is God's name. That's why if you call your son's name Ram, do you think it will become the same? It holds a certain power, it holds a certain strength. It is said that while dying, you take the name of Ram, you'll be free. Do you believe that? How many of you believe it? And how many of you don't believe that? Sincerely. I guess all of you believe that. I don't believe that. I will tell you why. You see, to be able to take the name of Ram, do you think it's so cheap? To take the name of Bhagwan, it is not a cheap thing. It is a constant practice. If you have not practiced taking the name of Ram, do you think at the end of your life, you will be able to take the name of Ram? It is like saying, oh, I want a fruit, but I don't want to do anything to get the fruit of it. Do you think the fruit will just manifest and fall upon you? It will not. To be able to bear the fruits, you have to plant the seeds. You have to water the seeds. You have to put manure to the seeds. You have to be patient and wait that the seeds grow into a tree. When it grows into a tree, it flowers, blossoms. You have to wait that the bees come and pollinate it so that you can get the fruits. It's a process to be able to reach the fruits of life. So to sing the glory of Sri Ram, it is not that easy. As much as we think that it is easy, we will put our children names Ram. It is very common, no? We will call our children a wonderful name. Narayana, Hari, Bhagwan Das. No? So you will think that at least when I am dying, I will call my sons. Who else you will call? You will not call your neighbors, no? You will call your own children. So with that, you are thinking that you will be calling God. Hey, Bhagwan Das, come. But you see, along the line, Bhagwan Das become Bhagu. Now, we like to shorten everything. We like to abbreviate all the words nowadays, no? Do you think we call Bhagwan? No, Bhagwan will become Bhagu. That is a nickname, Bhagu. So imagine you are lying down on your deathbed and say, nowadays we call Bhagu. Bhagu will come with his jeans, very model, nowadays how the jeans are very, lots of holes everywhere. You will not know if Bhagu it is or it is a beggar on the street. So Bhagu will come with a t-shirt, Nike, whatever, haircut like Justin Bieber. That joy will awake inside of you. Here you're expecting Bhagwan Krishna to come in his splendor, and Bhagu came in his Nike jeans. What will awake inside of you? Joy, happiness? I doubt it. What will awake inside of you is anger. You will start shouting, you rascals, you know that I'm dying right now. And here you come like this in front of me. Here you close your eyes, you die. Finished. Eternally, he's in hell. He opened his eyes, he's in Nark. Why? Because he was swearing at Bhagu. But in his mind he was expecting that Bhagwan will be coming. He comes. But due to that path that happened. So taking the name of Bhagwan is not an easy thing. We think that if we go, we continuously think about God. In the morning we think about Him. Noon we think about Him. At night, when we do our Sandhya, we think about Him. Often when I speak with people, they say, do you pray? Yes, in the morning I pray. And then, I don't have time, Swamiji. I'm very busy. But at night, I light the lamp and I pray. And then I go to bed. But it's not enough. When we are taking the name of Ram, we are reminding each of our breath. Each of our breath which we are inhaling and exhaling is Ram. Ram is not there. Ram is that breathing that we are taking in. So hum. No? We are saying continuously, inhaling, so exhaling, hum. If you listen carefully, you will see, you will hear that you are saying so hum. I am that. I am that Ram itself. We breathe 21,600 times daily, and continuously we are reminding, but Ram, you are in, Ram, you are out. But do we, our mind, come to that point of understanding that? Our mind is far away from understanding that. Because it's so natural, we take it for granted. It is so natural, but we don't take it, we don't value the breath. When we will value the breath? When you see that black man with a big mustache standing next to you. Yamu. Huh? When Yamu is standing next to you, then you realize, now I will stop chanting the name of Ram. How? The whole image of Yamraj itself, you got so scared. Huh? You know Yamraj, how it looked? Then you will say, who I was thinking right now? One eye should be looking at Yamraj, the other eye you are thinking Ram. It is not possible. But to attain to that Ram, like I say, to earn that fruit itself, it's a process. It's a long process which we call life. When we analyze the name Ram itself, what does that mean? Any one of you, please? Dans l'assemblée, quelqu'un qui a mot Ram là, ça veut dire? Prabhu? Anybody? Just little. 2 words. Rama. That's that I want. I just want the significance in a very simple way what Ra and Ma means. Rama Bhajanam Mandalu Samanjali. Please tell me. Any Prabhu? Some elderly gentleman? You're looking down. You are Googling it very quickly. No, very often when I ask, everybody goes like that. You all become very humble. Who? I can't see.
White shirt.
White shirt. There's so many white shirts. Which one? Yes, Prabhuji. Praise inside you. The light inside. It's true. Very good. Ra means light. Ma means within. So Rama means the light which is inside of you. That is Rama. Rama is not outside. Rama is the Atma Rama. We say Rama. When we say Rama, we are talking about Dasharatha and Ram. Dasharatha and Ram is a story of Ram, where Bhagwan himself has come to remind humanity how to transcend from human to divine. But when we are talking about Ram on the spiritual form, we are talking about the Ram which resides inside of each one of us. That is Atma Rama. We say Atma Rama, na? But meaning, we hear only the Rama, we don't hear the Atma. Eh? Who resides in the Atma is Ram. That's why we call him Atma Rama. This is the Rama which lives in every living entities equally. Whoever you are, whether you are a human being, you are an animal, you are a plant, Atma Rama resides in each one. Then you have another Rama, Purushottama, the most noble of all. That is the Rama which is beyond, all creation itself. Then there is another Ram, which is even more beyond that, but we can't even concept. There is no concept to it, which prevails over the whole universe. That is also Ram. So Ram is the one which resides firstly, which is dearest to you, which is the most closest to you. That is Atma Rama. The Ram which resides inside of your heart. But how many come to point of building a relationship to that Atma Rama? When we talk about bhakti, the whole epitome of bhakti is relationship. The whole epitome of bhakti is that love relationship between Bhakta and Bhagwan. There can't be bhakti if this is only one-way traffic. We talk about love. How many of you like only one-way love? I don't think anybody likes that. There is always a two-way traffic. That's why we call it love. The same, when we love Bhagwan, there's a two-way traffic where our mind is absorbed into Him. But when our mind is busy completely with our ego self, with our egoistic nature, with our egoistic desire, do you think we can place our mind on Ram? No, he becomes far away. He becomes so far away, but even when we try to reach Him, it becomes difficult. That's why I said it's quite difficult. If you have not practiced the remembrance of Ram, if you have not practiced the constant chanting of His name continuously, don't expect that at the end of your life it will become easy to chant His name. Your mind will be so much far away, but you will not. Somebody who loves money so much, do you think at the end of his life Ram will be present there, or his safe will be there? Huh? If you love so much your money, do you think Ram will be there? Oh, Ram will be. This one have love his money so much. He has become so greedy in his life, and now he wants Bhagwan to be there. Impossible. What will be in his mind? Will be his safe. It will be his money. Then he will die. Do you think he will go to Vaikuntha? He will not go to Vaikuntha. He will go where his mind is. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, in the whole chapter explaining, when you pass away, when your mind, where it's absorbed, that will be your next life. The Rishis was very right to say, but when you die, if you chant the name of Ram, you will be free. Were they wrong? No, they were not wrong. They were right. Why they were right? Because that moment when you are passing away, you are dying, it's a very terrifying moment. Don't think that dying is a very joyful moment. No, it's a very terrifying moment. He said, no, you have to think of Bhagwan. But to think of Bhagwan, you have to practice thinking of Him. Now, if you keep chanting 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 rupees, At the end, you think you will see Bhagwan Ram? No, you will not see Bhagwan Ram. You will see all these 1,000 rupees. That is the fearness, the fearful. But to be able to free oneself, to come to that point, if you have not practiced chanting of the name, it is very difficult. If you have not practiced, but continuously remembering, not only when in the morning or in the evening, but throughout the day, we remember Him. Not only when we have problem we remember Him, no, in joyful moment, we remember Him. The moment you remember Him in each moment of your life, there will be no time to have misery into your life. Because everything will be transformed into a joyful moment. Everything will be transformed into that blissful moment. Anandaram. Atma Rama Anandaramana. Na? Atma Rama gives you that Ananda. And that will happen only when your mind is fully absorbed into Him. When continuously you are thinking about Him. Example, in the Gita it said, the last image while passing, that will be your next birth. Have you read Bhagavad Gita? And it said the next birth will be the last thought of your mind. Simple, at night when you go to sleep, make up something, take a bhajan and sing it, and sleep. Next morning you will still be singing the same bhajan. So you have slept with one bhajan, one thought you have slept, the next morning when you wake up with the same thoughts. So it is a continuous, no? So the same thing, that's why I say, but if you remember the name of Ram, you will be free. You remember the name of Sri Hari, you will be free. But that nobody can do for you. You see, you are dying. Most of the time, all your senses are gone. Don't think that you can hear at that moment. No, you are gone, you are not present. As much as somebody will be singing Ram, 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 Ram next to you, not possible. If you have not let that heart vibrate each moment of your life, Ram, your mind has been kidnapped. Your mind have to be absorbed in the holy name. The mind have to be absorbed in Harinam. So that when you awake, there is Harinam inside of you. When you go to bed, there is Harinam inside of you. Whatever you do is only through the vibration of Sri Hari. Then you can be sure you are secured completely. Then you have come to the point of completely realize that human birth itself, that precious life itself which Bhagwan have given you. That is to realize the light within you. But when we look at Ram's story, Sita being kidnapped by Ravana. Huh? Sita represents that mind. Ravana is an ego. When Ravana, which our ego have kidnapped our mind, our egoistic nature, desire have kidnapped our mind. Do you think you will have Shanti inside of your mind? No, you will not have Shanti. You will not have peace in your mind. So then you will have to work strongly to bring the mind into a state of single-pointed minded devotion. Do you think it's an easy process? Not easy process at all. This is where Hanuman comes. Hanumanji represents the Prana Shakti. That breath itself. When you do your sadhana, our mind is controlled by our breath. Our breathing controls our mind. You have seen that somebody which is agitated in the mind, how is the breathing? Very fast. Huh? But those which is calm, the breathing is very calm, very regulated. So our mind control our breathing and our breathing control our mind. But what brings is Lakshmana. This is our awareness. You have to become to the point of being aware of the breathing each moment of your life. So when you become to the point of being aware of your breathing, that breath itself regulates your thought, which bring the unity between Sita and Rama. How? By vanquishing the ego itself. Ravana is dead. Ravan have been vanquished. Ravana very often is represented with 10-headed, no? Very terrifying. But this is our ego, you know. Our ego is decorated itself in so beautiful ways, but we get absorbed into that. So that's why when Ravana has been vanquished, Ravana has been killed, Sita can unify. The mind can unify again with the consciousness. The mind can unify again with the Atma. Then there is its unity again. This is where love starts to flow for you. Where you become truly that Atma Rama itself. You start to reflect. All the great saints, you see, they were only chanting the name of Ram. Ramadasu was chanting the name of Ram. I got the chance to be in the Bhadrachalam, such a wonderful place, where such great bhakta was completely absorbed in the chanting of Ram. They were not carrying the big deity. The deity was in the temple, but they carried the deity in the form of his name, Ram. Sri Raghavendra Swami was always chanting Ram. So let the mind be absorbed into that. Don't wait when it is too late to chant the name of Ram, but make it a practice that each moment of your life, daily, throughout the day, even if you are forgetting, just say Ram. Jai Gurudev. I'm singing one bhajan. Please participate. Now, bhakti means to participate. That is Jai Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Fasil, no? Cut annoying. Wait. Shri Ram. Come on. Beaucoup de bagages. Pas de manger. Si il y a la force que donner à ce temps, même si le mot là, vous pouvez. Vous faites cause là, non? Good in chance right now. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Shri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Ram.
Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Ram, Ram Bhagwan ki Jai.